What's up, guys? I am with my boy, Mr. Dolph, a.k.a. Officer Dolph, a.k.a. The Dolph, Bobby Boucher, Dolphus Boucher, my man Dolph. How you doing, Dolph?
I'm doing good.
So, Dolph has been in our gym for quite some time. How long have you been in Fight or Quit?
Almost a year. October will be a year.
October will be a year. Right off the top, Dolph has probably the best energy in the gym. He is also the oldest, but that's okay. He's also really, really strong. So, Dolph, you were a cop for how long? How was that?
I was a cop for almost 27 years. The majority of that time I was a homicide detective. So I spent 15 years investigating murders.
Wow.
And it was great. It was probably the best choice of my life to choose that profession, and it made my life a lot better.
You did that all here in Vegas?
All in Vegas for Metro. Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. And before that, word on the street is you were a pizza boy.
Word on the street, yes. Prior to that, I was the world pizza spinning champion for 3 years in a row. So I can do tricks with the pizza dough, and they have a big competition, and I was the champion for 3 years.
He was the champion for 3 years. And I've also seen footage of you doing them with some rollerblades, some quads, right?
No, with a unicycle.
Oh, the unicycle.
Yeah.
Even better. That's crazy.
Rode it with the
We'll have
unicycle.
to post these videos because they're insane. Super, super dope. Recently, Dolph, you had open heart surgery. When was that?
2022, I had a bad aortic valve, and so I had to have open heart surgery. It was right at the end of 2022. So they replaced my valve, and it worked well, and here I am still. So
How has life, training, your everyday just waking up and going since you got that surgery?
yeah, the first few months were rough, just because you can't do a lot. You got to make sure that your chest heals. Prior to that, I used to do like 5x5, and I used to train a lot. I was in the gym a lot. I did powerlifting stuff. I did bench and deadlift,
Right.
but I never competed. I wanted to, and I just kind of never did. I was working all the time. And then after the surgery, I decided that, like, hey, this could have been a life-changing event for me, so I'm going to pursue this because I want to do it. I want to see if I'm good at it. I felt like I was pretty strong for a guy my age. And that's what brought me to the gym. My friend Sam introduced me to my coach Albert, and then I met you. That's how we
Awesome.
met.
How old are you?
I'm 61.
61. 61 going on 100. So you said that, you were doing 5x5 and all that. Do you feel like, obviously your training has changed a lot. So like health-wise, do you feel, obviously your body probably feels beat up, but health-wise, mentally, do you feel better?
I feel better every part. I feel stronger now than I ever have, even though I'm 61. My body's a little beat up today because I'm in prep for a meet,
Right.
but no, I feel great. One of the things I talk to Vanessa about all the time is how lucky I am to be able to be this age and do the things I want, and specifically go to the gym every day. I try to get my friends to go all the time,
Yeah.
because I think it's what keeps me young, and it's what keeps my mind clear, and it's like the place I love being every day.
Yeah, and we all know Dolph eats, sleeps, trains hard, and he wakes up and he gets his meals in, he gets his rested. You're like an ex-golfer who's like slowed down on golfing just to focus on your training. So powerlifting is important to you.
Yeah, and I want to look. The one thing about powerlifting, you go through life and you can be competitive at different things. When I was a cop, I wanted to be the best homicide guy I could be. So I really, pursued being as accomplished and good at that job as I could. When I was the pizza guy, I wanted to be the best pizza guy in the world.
Yeah.
Prior to that, when I was a kid in high school, I played music. I was in music, and I always strove to be the best at that. And so this is just another avenue where I get to compete and be the best I can be. And the best part about powerlifting is you can just every week be better than you were last yourself. Right. It's not about beating a guy. It's about being the best version of you. And
yeah.
I see that through you. I see it through my coach Albert. So many of the people at that gym. The gym is such a different place for me because I thought it would be a bunch of meatheads, and it's the opposite. It's a bunch of quality people who just want to see you succeed.
Yeah.
It's coming there was one of the best things I ever did.
Yeah, no, and we appreciate you being there. And you've believe it or not, you've definitely inspired people within our gym just by being who you are, your energy, your kindness, your big ass heart, and the push you have at your age. Finding powerlifting at 60 years old is hard to do, right? It's like I've been powerlifting since I've been 8 years, 9 years old. It's been in my blood. It's been in my life, my entire life. So coming into the sport late, it's amazing to see you do what you do. So your very first meet, though, how did that go?
My first meet, I bombed out on my squats, squats are my best lift. Like as far as form wise, I think I'm structurally the best at squats. And, and I bombed out. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. Me and Albert were in the back, and he'd never had somebody bomb. And he's like, I don't even know what to say right now. And I'm like, me either. And then Kay came and said, hey, are you going to finish the meet? And I was like, absolutely. Like, I'm still going to do stuff. And then I ended up PRing on my bench and PRing on my deadlift, and I set a state record for the push-pull.
Yeah.
And then, so it ended up okay, and it taught me some lessons, and everybody was so great to me. I think you came up to me and was like, hey, I bombed out, and a number of people were like, hey, it's okay, it happens. It wasn't what I expected, but I think it was a good lesson, and it helped me in my training now because I'm not going to let that happen again.
Yeah.
So
and now you're training hard, everything's going well, strength is good, and you're 4 weeks out from the PLU Nationals, which will be your first nationals, first big meet, first travel meet in St. Louis. What do you expect him to do? Talk about your numbers, dude, because this dude is old, and the numbers he's hitting is crazy for his age. For only being in the game, I have dust in my pocket longer than he's been powerlifting. So, talk about your numbers, dude.
Yeah. So in my second meet, I set state records for everything. So I set a state record for squat, and obviously my age and weight. Squat was 402, my bench was 292, and my deadlift was 518. So
518 pull at 100, it's crazy.
At 100. And so my next meet, nationals, we hope to improve on all that by a little. So we're hoping that the squat is over 410, maybe even 420 if I get that. The bench, we're hoping to go over 3. I've got 3 in the gym, and same with the squat. I did 407 the other night, and then deadlift we're hoping for 429.
Wow.
Or excuse me, 529. 529.
Yeah.
So those are the numbers we're going to try for, and I think I can get them. I feel stronger than I did in the last meet. Obviously, my form and everything is getting better.
Just more experience.
So, and then just to be at a national meet it's super exciting, right? Like I've been in this a year, and I get to compete at nationals, and and I get to meet a bunch of people that I see online that obviously when you start putting powerlifting stuff up, you get more friends online. So there's a bunch of people now that I become friends with on Instagram.
Yeah, you're literally famous.
I can't wait to meet in person. Well, Officer Dolph.
Officer Dolph is definitely famous. So, no, we're excited. We're going to watch. We're going to have it on the live stream at the gym, or if I'm not at the gym, I'm going to put it on at home. We're so excited for you. I know it's going to be a fun meet. I know who's running it. They're great people. So, it'll be a blast. You'll feel just like at home. So, Dolph, coming to the end, like your life it's basically a movie, like as being someone who's been through a lot myself, looking at you is like, we've just had different lifestyles, but seeing everything you've been through, seeing all the things you've done and accomplished is very like rewarding to see. What would you tell, maybe not your younger self, but someone else that is struggling or just doesn't have it figured out yet? Because I'm sure you probably didn't figure out you wanted to be a cop until late, because you did join as late in the cops.
31, yeah.
Yeah. So, but now you're retired, you're blessed, you feel great, you've been through a lot. And what would you tell that one person that they might need to hear it?
I think the biggest thing that I see looking back on my life is, try to, surround yourself with people who make your life better. Like sometimes it's hard to get rid of people in your life that, you feel loyalty to, but keeping people around who push you to be a better person, who hold you accountable when you're not, those are the kind of people you want in your life. And then pursue the things that make you happy. You're an example of that. You love powerlifting, so you opened a gym because, we've talked before. You go to work every day, but it's not really work. And that's how I felt when I worked at the restaurant, when I had the pizza place. That's how I felt when I was a cop. It didn't feel like work. I was doing something I loved and I was passionate about. And I think there's a line in a song by the Dominions. It's chase the dream, don't chase the money, or don't chase the money, chase the dream. I can't remember exactly how it says it, but that's how I think you should live. I think you should chase your dreams, do what makes you happy, and all the other stuff comes into play. Money comes and goes. You're going to make more and you're going to lose more, but finding joy in what you do through your life, and in all aspects, in your religion, in your health, in your family, in your friends. I think that's the biggest thing I would tell younger people. You know, some of the guys at the gym talk to me about, you know, those kinds of things. You know, like what do you look for in a partner? What do you look for? How'd you parent? Like, nobody's perfect at any of those things, you know, but trying to find happiness in all those and chasing your joy. And that's all I'm doing now. I'm trying to chase my joy.
Yeah, man. We see it. We see, you can tell when someone's genuinely happy of their life and of what they've done and who they are today. And I think that's why you pull so much to me, is because I see that in you. And that's like what I want, and what I want to be is just a happy person and do things that make me happy, you know, in life. So Dolph, we're going to cut right there. I appreciate you, dude. I'm so thankful that you came into the gym, you know, a year ago. You said Sam.
Yeah, Sam's the one who brought me in.
I appreciate you for that, because Dolph has not, I know some people may not know it, but you're definitely inspiring. You're definitely impacting their life, whether they know it or not. But I know it because I see it, I feel it. And I hope you stick around for a lot longer, and in the gym, and just keep blessing us with you being who you are. And I hope you do really well at nationals. The main thing I just want you to do is have fun. You know, the numbers will be there. I've been to so many big meets. You know, you said don't chase the money, chase the dream. Well, I'm going to say my own quote to you: don't chase the numbers, chase the fun at the meet, and just have a good time, because the numbers will be there, but your main thing is being there, national level. Maybe you shouldn't be there, like not shouldn't be there, but most 6-year-olds wouldn't be there, not shouldn't, but wouldn't be there, right? And you're there, so you made it there. Just have fun, and if the numbers are there, they're there. But at the end of the day, you're on a national level meet, and you did it within a year, man. So again, dude, appreciate you. Love you. You're family to us for sure. And guys, this will be on, I don't know, because it's longer than I thought it was going to be, but we're going to post it somewhere. So, Dolph, where can people find you? Officer Dolph on Instagram.
I'm Officer Dolph, and then my main personal account is Dolphin Fan, but there's no I. So
there you go. So look out for him on Instagram. Also, he will be at the Olympia walking around as Officer Dolph. So
yes, I will. Yes, I will.
You better not be pulling sumo, because he'll get your ass.
Do that conventional. It's the only way to pull.
There you go. All right, man.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man.